little bit, but I want to ask you about some of these awesome bonus sets that, you know, they really help the Magic excitement just go on and on all year round.
You know what, Becca? When you have a train that just keeps going, there comes a point where people are going to want to jump. Hello and welcome to FDS. My name is Nate and I am your host. Today we are going to be talking about Showcase 2021, which was a stream that Magic the Gathering had on their official Twitch channel earlier this week. If you missed it, then you can check out the VOD on their official Twitch channel or the YouTube channel of Magic the Gathering. But if you want to avoid the forced humor and cringe moments, you can just stay here for the highlights and different cringe forced humor. I've got to be honest, I am kind of excited about what they announced this week. There's a lot there, and I'm seeing some interesting trends that I wanted to talk about today. Real quick, I'm not going to be covering everything that they talked about just because, sweet Christmas, it was a lot. So, to start, INNISTRAD, Midnight Hunt, and Crimson Vow, the last two premier sets. Premier sets are what standard sets are now called. They aren't called standard sets anymore because they don't want people who are either not interested or who are not aware of standard sets to stray away from them. So they're calling them premier sets now because names matter. No, really, they do. It's a marketing foundational pillar. They didn't tell us much about these two sets specifically. One exciting thing they did have was INNISTRAD double feature, and it is a specific special booster product that will have cards from both Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt in them. And that's not the most interesting part. Every card in double feature will have new art and will be in black and white, and the art will be movie monster themed. So Universal Monsters, here we come. Next, we hit up on a pretty big announcement, essentially a follow-up to Commander Legends and a follow-up to Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's going to be a Commander draftable set, just like Commander Legends, and it's going to be the Battle of Baldur's Gate. It is going to be set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, and it's going to be a Commander product. After that, they announced Double Masters 2022, which I audibly said, oh, sweet Christmas, and not in a good way. We're going to be getting Double Masters again in 2022. I have a hard time with master sets like this because this goes into full-on cash grab mode. The collector and or gambler in me absolutely loves this set and loves these ideas, but the sensible side of me is going, oh my god, you're not even trying to hide it anymore. That they're trying to take all of our money. So double rares, double foils. They did show the art for Ren and Six, and they also showed the art for Aminatu and Animatu. And then we came to the part that I was extremely happy about, Unfinity. I am beyond excited about this set. It is a new unset. It's going to be coming out in 2022. It is Space Carnival. It's going to have kind of like a retro 60s sci-fi feel to it, and it's essentially a space carnival. And full art lands set in space. Yes, please. Shocklands. No official confirmation, but it sounded like they're going to be full art Shocklands. Also, Jumpstart 2022. I called it. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see a Jumpstart 2 coming up soon. Probably within the next year and a half, we're going to see Jumpstart 2 in print. Right there. Jumpstart 2022 coming to tabletops in 2022. I'm a little disappointed that it's only 46 themes, but Eldrazi is one of those themes. Yes, please, and thank you. This is where we entered the Universes Beyond section, where they first talked about the Warhammer 40,000. No, I hear you correcting me. Not Warhammer 40K, Warhammer 40,000. That's how they said it, every time they said it.
Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer 40,000 to life, to have Warhammer 40,000 art, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines.
And I'll admit, it drove me up the freaking wall. So they're doing those commander decks, and there will also be secret drops that accompany them. Then they talked about Lord of the Rings, and that set actually will be coming out in 2023. And they showed the image of Gandalf. It's going to be released on Arena and Mitgo as well, and it's going to be modern legal. Also, secret drops will accompany that as well. Commander decks. There's going to be some Lord of the Rings Commander precons. Battle boxes will have to be made. Then they talked about 2 Universes Beyond secret layers. The first one is Fortnite, and I want you to watch something. Watch this.
And so I have 2 partnerships that I'll announce today. Ooh. The first one is Fortnite.
You see how he took that pause there? And I can't tell if it was a dramatic pause, like I'm about to announce something fun, or if it was a I'm about to tick people off. I don't know. You tell me. Tell me what you think. The Fortnite cards will just be reprints with Fortnite art, whereas the next Universes Beyond secret layer is Street Fighter. Those cards are going to be mechanically unique, but as they said per an article a couple of weeks ago, that mechanically unique cards in secret layers will be released in a regular set of some kind within about 6 months-ish. Keep an eye out for those. They did show the Chun-Li art, which looks amazing, and they also mentioned that the Chun-Li card will have multi-kicker on it. Yeah, they worked hard for that dad joke. But now we come to the main event, Showcase 2021. There are 4 premiere sets that are being released in 2022. And whoo doggy, they are, every one of them packs a of different kinds. Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. Yes, Neon Dynasty. We're going cyberpunk, y'all. This is probably the biggest deviation from Magic's standard fantasy type flavor. I'm talking about just regular Magic stuff. This is the largest departure, especially premiere sets. It's set 2,000 years after the first Kamigawa block. The next set, I still don't fully... The Streets of New Capenna. It's Godfather meets Magic the Gathering. It is a mobster set. It is 5 3-color families, crime families, that you get to choose. So it's kind of a little bit like the Guild and or Shards or that sort of thing. They've got Ob Nixilis in a suit, and I gotta say, he looks good. And apparently Elspeth is in this set as well. It's going to be very Art Deco style. I do want to point out, Wizards has a no gun rule, and I don't know how they're going to do Streets of New Capenna with no guns. Gangster, Tommy gun. It's, you know, I know they'll probably replace it with Magic if they don't change the policy, but I'm going to be interested to see how they handle that. Then we come to the last 2 sets of the year. You would think after the craziness we just saw, it would just get nuttier and nuttier. Yes and no. The next set is Dominaria. They revealed so much shit, I can't even remember what it's called. United. Dominaria United. Yeah, we're going back to Dominaria. They're doing this in preparation for the 30th anniversary of Magic the Gathering. God, I'm old. Yeah, so we're going back there. They didn't really say much about it other than we're going back to Dominaria. And finally, the final set of 2022. Premiere set, The Brothers' War. They're doing the Brothers' War. Urza, Mishra, a whole crap ton of artifacts. They're doing an artifact set again, people. And this is the Brothers' War. People are going to expect a high-powered set. How they aren't going to have a repeat of Kaladesh, I really don't know. I really don't know how they are not going to break Magic again. But I'll admit I'm here for it. I am here for it. And I found a very interesting thing about this entire presentation. And it had a very interesting theme that I would be interested to see if any of y'all noticed it. And that was, you have them pushing boundaries. You have them going crazy with Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty, and Streets of New Capenna. And you also have them pushing boundaries into new intellectual properties with Universes Beyond and Warhammer 40K and Lord of the Rings and Street Fighter and Fortnite. You see them pushing boundaries and pushing into areas they have never pushed into. At the same time, they are putting effort behind this comic book to set and solidify the Magic IP itself. They're doing the Netflix animated series, which they're solidifying the Magic IP. And then you've also got Dominaria United and the Brothers War and these other things that kind of keep us rooted. So you've got this pushing of the boundaries while firming up the foundation. We're at a very pivotal point in Magic the Gathering's history. We're at a point where it's being widely accepted by a larger audience, and it is being played more and more, and they're taking chances that they never could have been able to take even just 5 to 10 years ago. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it, because while that is great that I think they're pulling these two directions, and I don't think they're doing it at odds with each other. Like, I don't think that resources are being allocated for this and they're ignoring this. I think resources are being allocated for both, but it's interesting to see if it'll work, because if it works, great. Then we have the Magic IP, and then we have IPs of other things coming in, and we have new and interesting sets that try new things and go new places, and it'll be fascinating. But if it doesn't work, then you've either got Magic becoming extremely diluted and the IP dying off, and Magic just essentially being a skin for other IPs like Lego, or the IPs don't work and they just fold back into Magic IP and the game shrinks a little bit. We move forward and hope that Hasbro keeps pumping money into it. We'll see. I guess it just matters how long we keep pumping money into it. So that is my thoughts for all of that. I need to take a break. I love talking about new sets. I hope you do too. I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm old. And while I'm doing that, go ahead and click this and have a great day. This show is part of the CIP network, inspiring creativity, one episode at a time.